consistency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Flush. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dave Casper, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The two are going to try and throw for it. And that's incomplete. Split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a give to Herbert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Herbert. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a toss play for Peyton. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Murray. They set up the screened LT. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 48 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And some space here. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he will find his man Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Walter Payton as the first half is winding down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Tua, the final shot before half. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. He's got him in, complete, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamar Chase, 81 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. But I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield. And that brings up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it is...